Hey, down here! Thanks for peeking in. You know how people say you can grow up to be almost anything you want? Well, like you, I have lots of potential. I'm a stem cell. And if you don't mind my saying, I'm pretty special. All cells have the amazing ability to reproduce and divide. But in the world of the trillions and trillions of cells that make up all of you, I've got superpowers. Regular cells, called multipotent cells, reproduce, but only into what they were originally. Heart cells making hearts, lung cells making lungs, like that. But I'm a pluripotent cell, and I have a few tricks up my sleeve. If I had sleeves, that is. One of my superpowers is that I can reproduce without becoming a specific cell, and without losing the genetic information as fast as other cells do when they divide and reproduce. Also, I can become a cell of almost any body part. So I could be used to make new heart or skin cells, or whatever else needs to be repaired. But you gotta know where to find me. I can be found in places like your bone marrow, or inside an umbilical cord. Even today, bone marrow and stem cell therapies are routinely used to treat diseases. Another place getting a lot of attention is inside the blastocyst, a group of about 150 cells that could, but haven't yet, become an embryo. So I'm a popular guy right now. Scientists study me intensely, trying to understand how I remain unspecialized. Scientists know that with the right signal, I could become many different types of cells to help repair and replace diseased or injured tissues and organs. Already, scientists have lots of jobs lined up for me, like treatments for diabetes, Parkinson's, heart disease, diseases in your bone, vision, or hearing loss, even the big C, cancer. Even I'm not sure of all my superpowers. There's lots yet to discover, and will be for years to come. Maybe one of those discoveries will be made by you.
Tonight, for the first time, we are going to hear from a man who was singled out and asked to put his future in the hands of a hopeful experiment to become the first patient in this country to receive those highly debated embryonic stem cells. Why was he selected, and what is he feeling tonight? He has decided to speak out, and Steve Osunsami has the story.
It was the dream of Christopher Reeve, the Superman who fought so hard for embryonic stem cell therapy but never lived to receive it. Today, TJ Atchinson hopes he's living that dream. He used to run like the wind. Then he was paralyzed in a devastating car accident.
I realized I couldn't feel from about here down. I'm like, okay, I'm paralyzed.
And when you said that to yourself?
Right. When I got to the hospital, they said that I would never walk again.
TJ was still accepting the news when doctors told him he'd be a great candidate. He was newly injured just days before, his body strong, his will even stronger. TJ agreed to be a laboratory of hope, the first human with a spinal cord injury to test human embryonic stem cells.
How monumental would you describe, what we're doing here?
We want to cure paralysis. We want to stop spinal cord injury. How incredible would that be?
Doctors opened his wound and researchers guided a needle, injecting a few drops with 2 million of these wondrous all-purpose cells that they hope will transform into new nerve cells and attach to muscles and refire his central nervous system. In the laboratory, they've used embryonic stem cells to repair the broken spinal cords of small animals that walked again. The stem cells have the potential to produce unlimited quantities of any type of cell. TJ's mother says she knows that people oppose the therapy on religious grounds, but thinks they're unreasonable.
There are some people who are against it, but until they've been put in that position, I don't think they should judge anybody.
TJ's role was only to prove the procedure is safe, but he believes it's already working.
And like right now, I can feel that the hair's being pulled on my leg.
It's now 6 months after the procedure, and he says he can feel a sense of weight when he places heavy items in his lap. He can feel something, and it feels incredible.
Just kind of rubbing deep in there, and I can feel that there's something there.